Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be showing you guys how to counter Cole in the meta. So Cole probably is the best brawler in the meta right now. And I know I did say a few days ago that I was doing a tier list. Unfortunately, I did run into a few problems, but we'll be doing a tier list 100% tomorrow. And if I don't upload it tomorrow, I'll give every single person who likes the video $10. So it's near enough guaranteed that I'll be doing a tier list tomorrow. So make sure to stay around for that. 100% I'll be doing it. So this video, I'll be trying to show you guys how to counter Cole as much as possible. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright guys, so going into the brawler that counters Cole the hardest is going to be Colette. So the only worry you'll have with Colette is the first engagement. Because obviously you start off with the engagement with 0 shots towards your super. But once you've got your super, you should be able to chain against Cole. With Colette, every single brawler, she 2 shots and supers is the main reason why. And especially because of Cole's big amount of HP pool, you can just keep cycling over and over again, especially on Heist. Heist is Colette's best game mode, and Cole's dominant everywhere. Cole is so good in Heist now because of his gadget, and Colette is for sure needed to counter him. And that's one of the main reasons why he's Colette's picked so heavily in competitive now. It's because of his interactions. So they've got all the control here. Probably need a Pam turret. Oh, no, that was well high. The Pam turret is hard to get position, as I said at the beginning against the Cole, but we should be able to super him in there, and we're able to get him down. Hopefully our Max can kill this one. Now, so I can just auto him onto that Max there. But yeah, as I said, on this map specifically as well, Colette just completely dominates. There's been so many times where I'll just single-handedly counter the Cole, where I get some position. I'm getting pinched like crazy in this mid here. I'm probably going to go down, which is a bit of a rip. In terms of Brawl as well, Colette's really good. In terms of gem grab is really good. A lot of times in scrims, the first brawler we normally pick on the lane is Colette, just because of that engagement with Cole. Cole just can't do anything against Colette. Cole can't push up at all because, as I said, as that interaction, there's no way to real counter it. The only way you can get around it if you use protective pirouette and a Cole and use your super. A lot of times you can actually stay alive because of a weird like glitch, weird engagement with it. Other than that, Colette's going to win the engagement every single time. So if you guys are looking to counter Cole and you're fed up of facing Cole, use Colette. Colette's really, really good. Use the push it, star power as well, and you're going to be having a really good time. I'm going to miss super there. I'm probably going to go down as well, which is a rip. I'm not really playing the best. Hopefully our team can clutch up here. 40 seconds. This map specifically is all about control, and normally why Colette's so good. I think our team's doing a really good job of staying alive. Oh, they're both really, really weak. Ooh, looking like they're probably going to get a lot of damage onto our safe here. See, I'm nowhere near super again, but Colette, very OP. We'll probably keep this one in, even though I've not really done too much against Cole itself. Still, obviously, a really good counter. I'm going to go dash in again. You can see me chain this super over and over again, but nonetheless, Colette's going to be the hardest counter to Cole for sure. In the game, and especially in this meta specifically, because Colette's good in the meta anyway, but this certain engagement is completely game breaking. Let's hop into the next counter. Alright guys, so hopping into the next brawler that counters Cole really, really well is going to be Tara. So another brawler that's really meta, and most of the time you have to use meta brawlers to counter the meta, but Tara's a really good pick, mainly because of her super. You can catch Cole a lot of the times. You can deal so much damage in combination with his super. That's why Tara's so good against Cole, and especially on this map, Sunny Soccer. Most of the time, Cole is used on every single Brawl map, so that's why Tara's been used even more now to counter Cole. Gotta be careful of that gadget use. Right there, let's pop our gadget there. Ooh, Cole going for it there. Now I've got my super, I should have an easy time against this Cole. Okay, it's nice. So we've won that engagement there. I'm just going to use my super against this Tara and just cycle it. Nice, okay. Now we've got to be careful of this Cole gadget as well. Also, another good note for the Tara, you can catch Cole a lot of the times when he uses his gadget with your super, so that's one main reason that's why I use him. You gotta be careful though, sometimes Cole can actually gadget out of your super, so you have to be really quick with it. You have to pull him at quite a close range whilst he still has some gadgets. That's a really nice pull from the Gene there. We should be able to actually score here. Actually, no, it's a good gadget from Gene. Maybe our Cole can score. So really, really nice there. But you guys should probably know how good Tara is in gem grab and Brawl. She's one of the best brawlers in the game right now, and that's why you're going to be countering the most of the time. But I kind of wasted super there. Bit of a rip there, but I shouldn't have used my super. Let's try and get some collateral damage there. We're actually playing pretty decently this game. Let's see if a Gene can pull. Nice. And if I didn't mention, I'm playing this in the friendly room just because I want to constantly face Cole and show you guys how to kind of counter it. But we should be maybe getting a triple super here. Let's just hit it off the wall. Oh, damn it. Just got killed in time. But looking like our teammates can score regardless. But Tara, a really, really good counter to Cole. I'd recommend using her on lane instead of gem grab or Brawl, as I said. Let's move into the next brawler. Alright guys, so moving into the next brawler that counters Carl really well, it's going to be Gene. So you guys probably wonder, well, Gene counters so many different brawlers in the meta. That's why Gene's so good, because of his pull. His pull interaction can be really good. A lot of times you can catch Carl on below 4.2k HP. You're going to be able to free shot him a lot of the times. And the main reason, as I said, you can catch him, is really easy to actually pull, if you get what I mean, because normally Carl is a really aggressive brawler. You can just use your pull to pull into other people and get the kill. So I'm going to pull the max there. We actually didn't manage to get the Carl, but once we were able to chain our super, we should be able to do that pretty easily. Also, Gene's a really good counter because of his gadget. That's a that's one of the main reasons why Carl went out the meta all of that time ago, is because of when the gadgets were introduced. Carl was like one of the worst brawlers in the game because he had brawlers like Ems and Gene with 3 knockback gadgets. Carl was just basically useless a lot of the times, and Gene has 2 of these knockbacks, so really good counter in that aspect as well. They actually forgot to talk about that because I just thought that was common knowledge, but it's definitely a thing to note. I'll put this Gene here. We're going to just use our knockback there, which is a bit unfortunate. We have to waste it. Got to be careful of this Carl gadget right here. Yeah, well, he's going to score that. There's no point even trying to save that. Or maybe, maybe we can actually save this. No chance. So we're going to concede there, but a lot of times I can get, as I said, an easy pull on this Carl as long as they haven't been max speeded. They're going to pull our Carl. Okay, their Carl's using protective. Got to be careful of that. So I'm just going to use my pull here and move backwards. A lot of times with Gene pulls, what you got to realize is when you pull in, move backwards so you have more time to actually reload and kill the enemy. Instead of commentating, I should maybe focus on the game itself, because I just walked up into that Gene pull there. I think that's enough said about Gene though. He's so OP, especially with the cycling of supers. He counters Carl even harder. He counters all these brawlers so much harder because of the cycling potential. We should wait for Carl to use his super up, and we should be able to pull him here. Oh, I picked up the ball by accident. That's going to cost me. I didn't really want to do that. I'm playing like utter trash in this game, but you guys get the idea of Gene countering Carl. So that's going to be the next brawler that counters Carl. Let's hop into the next brawler. Right guys, so going into the next brawler that counters Carl really well is going to be Max. So another brawler that's really good in the meta right now, but specifically when you use the Max dash gadget, you can close the gap onto Carl. Carl's not really good when brawlers are right in close proximity and close to a wall. Max can laser Carl at a distance as well, and if you use the run and gun style power, you can just melt Carl really well. So I'm going to look to get in a good position here. We have got super. I should be able to maybe score this here. Okay, nice. I'm able to sneak that one in. So yeah, Max just really good in the meta, as you guys know for sure. You can use Max pretty much anywhere, and anywhere that Carl's going to be good, Max is going to be good for this solo reason. You've also got the synergy with Carl, that's with Gene. That's a really good reason why to use Max as well. We should be able to close the gap on him here. I'm trying to dash onto this Carl here. As you can see, a lot of times I'll just dash literally straight into him and try and just get right on top of him. That's the main way you're going to be countering the Carl, is try and get really sneakily close to him, use that dash and just spam the hell out of auto aim and getting down as quickly as possible whilst trying to dodge and stay away from walls, because as I said, you can get a lot of damage when he's chaining his shots off of walls. We're in a good position here. We might be able to finish off the game here. Really nice dash from our Carl, and we're able to walk it in. So Max is going to be one of the best counters to Carl as well. Let's hop into another brawler. Alright guys, so going into a few non-meta picks now. Daryl is an insane non-meta pick against Carl. I remember back in the early days of, I think it was early days of this year actually, that Daryl was pretty good. Actually no, he's probably leading into the World Championships of the year that I won it. Daryl was a really good counter to Carl, and one of the main reasons why I was in the meta, because he was such a good counter to Carl. Main reason for this is because you can just roll straight on the Carl and deal so much damage. He's so good in that scenario. So I'm going to roll in here. Not actually managing to get any true value there. They're probably going to go ahead and score. But a lot of times on a lot of different maps, I'll bring out a Daryl to counter a Carl, which is really surprising. But Daryl's really underrated in the meta alone. But as I said, if you get on top of the Carl, you can cancel his super as well and just do a lot more damage. Carl can't do immediate damage, which is always the problem with him. Maybe I can score this, and a bit optimistic from me. Let's just come back and heal and wait for our Gene to do something. Nice. We should be able to score here. Let's see if he pulls us. Oh, I was just about to pass the ball up and score there, but now I've got roll for the respawn. We should be just fine. But I've not actually been able to show how Daryl actually counters him this well. But the constant aggression, Carl just can't keep up with it. Daryl's got a high amount of HP as well, which is really good. I'm just going to use my super there to tank it a little bit. Oh, nearly actually managed to concede here. Hopefully our Gene hooks the Cole as well. Okay, that was a bit of a wasted pull there. Okay, we're just getting shredded here. Oh my god. A lot of times as well, the Gene interaction with the Daryl, you can just keep pulling the Cole into the Daryl, and Daryl, as I said, just does insane damage. You can just get that Cole down like straight away. Here we go, just cancelling that super. We're not going to be able to do too much. Okay, 300 HP left on that Cole. We're probably going to go ahead and score here. Okay, nice, we're able to defend it. Daryl's best modes are going to be Heist and Brawl for sure. They're going to be the only two modes you can really use Daryl in, so take that into consideration as well. And as I said, really underrated, really off-meta pick. So, got to watch out for that. I'm going to be able to roll in here. We should be able to score this. Really nice from our Cole. Able to go in there. But yeah, Daryl, he's going to be a really good off-meta pick. Didn't actually get a chance to show too much in his gameplay why he's so good. But from the points I've said, you should be able to understand why Daryl is so good against the Cole. I'm going to get absolutely wrecked inside of him. But yeah, Daryl going to be another good pick. Let's hop into the next brawler. Alright guys, so on to another brawler, which a lot of people probably wouldn't want to hear this, but Mortis is actually really good in Brawl and a good counter to Cole. And the main reason, again, because Cole can't really deal with brawlers that are really close to him, and you can just chain your bats off him pretty easily. He's not going to be able to deal with the constant damage of Mortis that can go out. So luckily our Gene has got pulled, we're able to get him down. But once you're able to get your first set of bats, you're able just to cycle on him. As I said, really easy. Can't really do too much against a Mortis. We should be able to score that. Rip, we're actually not being able to score that. But a lot of times in Brawl, if a Mortis faces a comp like this, straight away he's going to go straight onto the Cole and just chain over and over again. So I'm going to look to chain on this Cole. A nice pull from our Gene again. Should be able to get some good collateral damage. But Mortis, you won't want to hear it, but he's extremely good in Brawl right now and a really strong brawler in the meta. People just meme it all the time. I would say he's one of the best brawlers in the game right now. Let's see if we can go against this Gene here. We're probably really close to chaining our bats there. But a lot of the times, Mortis would just try and chain bats against everyone, but straight away, go straight on the Cole. The only issue you'll have is if the Cole runs protected pirouette. You've got to be careful of that super, so be really wary of that, because that protected pirouette can do a lot of damage. Our Gene doing really well here. I thought the Gene were going to be able to pull me there. That's a big rip. That is my fault for choking there. As you guys can see how bad of a Mortis I am, but that's a really nice goal from our Gene there. He's making up for the error that I've made. We've all got supers here. Got to be pretty careful. I'm just going to super up here. Oh, dashing into a wall. It won't be a Mortis video, me playing Mortis video without me dashing into a wall. But nice clearance by the Gene. And you guys should know how you can't play Mortis. Everyone really assumes in the comment section below, like, I think everyone's just a pro Mortis by the sounds of how they play it. Now, whenever I play it, there's always criticise how I play it. I should be able to chain my bats here. That maxes give up, and we should be able to finish it off. So at least we got the pain over and done with. But Mortis 100% a really good counter to the Cole. Let's hop into the final brawler. Alright guys, so moving into the last brawler that I believe counters Cole really well. And you might be really surprised by this because of how bad Leon is in 3v3. It's going to be Leon. So Leon, I think Leon's really underrated brawler, especially against Cole. If you get your super and be evasive, save a bit of ammo, you can just absolutely shred a Cole, and there's nothing he can do. Again, the only thing you got to worry for, the same with Mortis, is the super with protected pirouette. That might be an issue, but as I said, as soon as you get this super, it shouldn't be too much of a worry. So I'm going to super here. I'm going to look to get the Cole down. But a lot of times in Brawl, when pushing Leon, Cole's everywhere, as I said, but whenever I play Leon, I have a good matchup. I can, a lot of the times, beat him in the 1v1 engagements. As I said, you just got to work your way around the walls. Make sure you get into the close engagements. Cole's always going to be able to chip you at a distance, but Leon, you can get up close and personal with the Cole for sure. So I should be able to wiggle my way into the goal here. Nice. I'm just going to heal up so much easier, and Gene's going to be able to just gadget them away. I've not been able to show how good Leon can actually be. Okay, Cole's actually close here. We might be able to get an engagement. He's just hugging the other brawlers, which that's what he's doing well. When you're up against a Leon, I think he clearly knows that Leon's actually a good matchup for this instance because he's hugging all the other brawlers. That's what you should do as a Cole. If you're up against a Leon, you should have a lot of time just trying to hug the other brawlers around you because, as I said, it's a really hard matchup for Cole to actually win. So we're going to wait. I didn't actually mean to pop my invis there, which is a bit of an error, but let's try and get close and personal to this Cole. Again, he's just hugging the other brawlers. I can't actually get close to him, which is really well played. But once you got at least two ammo, you can absolutely shred the Cole. I would recommend you guys running Leon a little bit more in Brawl if you keep facing Cole. Really good counter, really underrated. I would say he's one of the best counters in my opinion. Alright guys, it's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed. As I said, these are probably my favorite counters to call, especially in competitively speaking and at high trophy ladder. If you keep facing them, bring out a few of these brawlers. As I said, one brawler I definitely recommend is Leon. He's so underrated. For sure pick him. But if you're looking to completely hold counter him, if you had enough of Cole, go Colette. You're going to be able to completely wreck him. But that's going to be the end of today's video. As I said, tier list tomorrow 100%, so look out for that one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.